These are the best entitled Karens who got owned and humiliated. Let's begin. Okay, so this gentleman works at a CVS and noticed that people were shoplifting inside of his store. He decided to take matters into his own hands when he banned them from the store and called the authorities on them too. This Karen then completely flipped at the employee, stating that he's ruining these kids' lives and placing him in the wrong for calling the authorities on thieves. This Karen then goes on to belittle the staff member and tried to get him fired for calling the authorities on people shoplifting. Let's have a look.
May I ask, so I live in the neighborhood?
Sure.
And I have come to the CVS very often. May I ask why you called the police on those two men?
CVS policy, if they're shoplifters, that exit the store with merchandise unpaid for,
Yeah.
we should get the police involved. And if the police apprehend them, we issue a barring notice.
Okay.
So I actually did not elect to press charges. I said, hey, look, I just want them to know they can't come in here anymore because they shoplifted, and I just need them to sign that, and I need my merchandise back. And the officers obliged, and the guy said the same thing, thank you, and they left.
It's not your merchandise, it's the store. So you know what happens when the black men or black people, and you decided to call the police on two black people that allegedly took something from the store because you're willing to uphold the policy, and they could have lost their lives.
We can agree to disagree on this because I don't work for you, and I follow my company's policies, not your policies, where I can appreciate your concerns.
So you're willing to risk someone's life for what, $30,000 a year?
There was no risk, in my opinion. Thank you. You have a great night.
What is your name?
My name is store manager.
No, what is his name?
No one's gonna tell you my name.
Okay, so this gentleman was inside of an Uber and his Uber driver had a little bit of road rage towards the person in front of them. The person in front of them were taking their time parking on a busy street, and this Uber driver ended up beeping at him. That's when the other driver, who ended up being a police officer, confronted the Uber driver and had a total meltdown at him. This went on for quite some time, where this police officer threatened to arrest him if he didn't have someplace else to be, and completely put this Uber driver in his place. Let's have a look.
Okay, what? You gonna let me finish? Stop interrupting me. Well, who do you think you're talking to here? No, every time I open my mouth, you have something to say. When you're driving up my when I'm trying to park the car, and then you have to do something with your hands. I don't care what you have to say.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
People are allowed to park in this car, park their cars on the side of the street without your interference. And then your opinion about what's going on. Okay? Especially when the person you're doing it to are the police.
Okay, sir.
I don't know where you're coming from or where you think you're appropriate in doing that. It's not the way it works. The only reason you're not in handcuffs going to jail and getting summonses in the precinct is because I have things to do. That's the only reason that's not happening. Because this isn't important enough for me. You're not important enough. Don't ever do that again. Are you a fare?
Yes.
You're a fare?
Yes.
And this guy is taking time out of your day for his vehicle and traffic violations.
This gentleman noticed that a car was in front of his property and they were dumping rubbish all over his lawn. He came over and kindly asked them to just pick the rubbish back up, and they completely snapped, abusing this homeowner. They tried to place the blame on him when they're the ones who are dumping rubbish on his lawn and refused to take any responsibility. Things had then escalated quickly when they started abusing each other and calling them all sorts of names. Let's have a look.
Don't think you could pick up the trash you're dumping in front of my house?
Why are you recording us?
Yeah, why are you?
Don't record us. Close the door.
This is the trashiest thing I've ever seen. Can you guys pick up all the trash?
I've ever seen. Close the door before he off.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, you stupid dumb.
Look at y'all embarrassing yourself.
No, you're embarrassing yourself.
Look at this. Low lives. Low lives.
Get the on, you stupid white
Low
trash.
lives. Look at this.
Coked out
Neat
piece of
trash.
Get the in the car, you white coke.
Look.
Hurt your mother feelings. Get the and you pick up the trash. We did it for 400 years.
This gentleman was inside of an Airbnb that he was currently renting when somebody randomly opened his door. It turns out that it was the neighbors from across the street, and they profiled this gentleman and believed that he was inside of their home illegally and decided to help themselves inside and question what he was doing. The gentleman was really confused and obviously didn't have to answer any of these questions, as this random couple had nothing to do with the property, but insisted on getting information out of him and refused to leave him alone after helping themselves inside. Let's have a look.
I live here. Why
Do you live here?
No, but why did you just come open the door like that?
Because I live next door.
Okay. So is this
Let's just say suspicious.
because you saw black people?
Young people.
No.
Because you saw black people.
No,
So you just walk into the house, you saw black people.
no,
You just profiled us.
no, no.
I'm disturbed. I'm laying here cool. You just open, and if I was a black person who walked in the house, in your house like that, how would you feel? Asking, who are you?
I feel scared. I feel
Yeah, that's how I'm
scared.
feeling. I just see people just open the door. I'm laying down cooling out, and somebody just comes to open the
I
door.
apologize, man.
All right, well, we'll leave.
But what made you afraid because you saw black men or something? Because there's nothing but a bunch of black men. I'm
Just
just.
stop it with the black men.
I'm,
okay?
what
Just
made,
stop
so
it.
what made you do that? I'm
But I mean,
confused.
you know, we see people going in and out. We know nobody lives here yet. It's like, so, you know.
I know the owner of this house, so
You see people go in and out, and you know nobody lives here yet.
Yeah, right.
I know the owner.
Okay. And when did the owner tell you what was going on with the house?
He didn't tell me anything.
Okay, so this gentleman had parked his vehicle on this public property, and this Karen decided that that was her spot. This Karen confronted the gentleman and told him to leave immediately, stating that she would be putting up her tent there and he's not allowed to be there. The gentleman then completely puts this Karen in her place, leaving her speechless when he makes it clear that he's not moving his vehicle and he's the one who will be camping there. Let's have a look.
And that's how this works. You don't get to bully people just because you don't get your way. That's not how this works.
Where are they going to put up their tent?
Well, they're not here, and you don't get to call dibs on public lands. That's what you don't understand about it. It's called first come, first serve. This is how
come,
that's
first serve.
that's how this
exactly-
works,
that's
and,
where we are.
and that seems to be
Yeah.
where we
First
have a
come.
disconnect,
First come.
which is right here.
No.
Which is right here.
No.
Listen, I don't want to argue with you, but you need to go. Okay, you're harassing me. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Pretty please.
No. Not
Okay.
until you leave.
Okay, well, I'm not leaving.
There are plenty of other places.
This is, we are on public land. The thing you're doing, they're doing the same thing.
up there?
It's none of your business. Bye-bye.
It is.
It's none of your
It
business.
is because you're camping right
Okay,
next
okay.
to us.
Okay. You need to go away.
You need to go away.
By the way, let's take video. Let's show. Okay,
Okay,
can you
you
give
need to
me
go away.
space, please? Can you go? Can you shush? You're talking about space, and then you're coming right up to my door.
This entitled couple came over to abuse their neighbor when things escalated quickly. This Karen was incredibly angry and had a total meltdown at her neighbor when she stated that she was a kickboxer and wanted to harm him. The husband actually had to physically take her away, where she continued screaming and yelling all sorts of abuse at her own neighbor. That's when the husbands actually got quite confrontational between each other and threatened to fight each other as well. So let's have a look.
Go next door.
I have been kickboxing for 20 years,
I don't
baby.
give a. Get out of here.
I will kill
Get out of here.
you stupid.
You stupid.
Mother, my daughters, or you touch
I
my
didn't
daughters.
talk to your daughters. I talked to them.
You ignorant mother.
That's funny.
You fat
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you did
Hey, don't talk about my mom like that.
Oh, what you gotta do?
What do you
What
care?
you gonna do?
What do you
What
care?
you gonna do? Come on, I'm out here, right here.
I'm not as stupid as you.
Yeah,
Get out of
you-
here.
You're a low IQ mother.
Yeah, I can
Says
tell.
you.
Here, listen to this.
I can tell.
Look, you don't even know how to get your suck, son. Son, you don't even have a yet.
You know what that is? Size of your sperm count and your IQ. I IQ.
You're a loser.
These neighbors got into a heated argument between each other when the husband came out looking for a confrontation. The husband was incredibly angry and tried to get in his face, all because this gentleman was calling his neighbor by his first name. This male Karen then threw out all sorts of threats towards his neighbor, such as gutting him like a fish, before trying to get into his face and take things even further. Let's have a look.
Then get in the house. Exactly. This ain't your street, though. You don't own the street. You don't own the street, lady. Do it. It's your yard. Yeah, it's your yard. That's fine. Go on, David. Get out of here, David.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Go calm down, David.
Hope you have a good night.
Go chill out, David.
Don't you on me.
Chill out.
You're a
Chill out, David.
shut the
Chill out, David.
tell me.
Better chill out, David.
Clean your up like a fish. I'll gut you like a fish.
Come on, David. You'll gut me like a... Is that a threat?
This Karen was not happy that the people waiting for the bus next to her were playing music. Instead of her asking nicely for them to turn it off, she actually threatened them and started abusing them as well. Things had escalated so poorly that a random person had to intervene and try to put this Karen in her place, when she completely snapped and had a total meltdown at this random person as well. Let's have a look.
No, I'm not.
Kids, you're going to jail.
I asked them nicely. It does matter. No.
They can listen to what they want to
No,
listen
they
to.
don't.
Yeah.
They have to have headphones on.
Shut up.
No, you shut up. No, you're the.
Talking to you.
The speaker was
No, I told them nicely to turn it off. I didn't want to.
Yellow.
Oh, listen to what my headphones on. Put headphones on.
Shut up.
Don't you dare tell me.
Now you're going for assault. You're going for assault now.
Kids.
You're going for assault now. Now what you going for?
These are kids, you alcoholic. Look
I
at
am
that. I'm glad you put your hands on me instead of one of these kids. Because next time you put your hands on me, I'll light you up, you dumb.
I am not
Shut
a
up.
damaged
Shut up.
no.
This woman refused to pay for the car payments on her Corvette. She was given every opportunity to do so, and inevitably her car was repossessed. When the tow truck driver repossessed the vehicle, she actually screamed for help, as if it was anyone else's problem that she didn't pay for the vehicle, and tried to blame this tow truck driver for repossessing a car she doesn't own. Let's have a look.
This is what we gotta deal with.
I live in this apartment. What happened?
Well, man, why are you screaming?
This is stupid.
So, what you screaming for?
I'm sorry. Help me, please.
So, when you done screaming, can you tell me why you screaming?
I live in this apartment. What happened? What happened?
This gentleman was having a few friends over when the lady next door decided that they were too loud and tried to shut the party down. The gentleman argues that it's just a couple of friends having some drinks and there is no noise to complain about, but this Karen is adamant on sending them home as she believes there was too much inconvenience for her and noise pollution. They then get into this argument back and forth where this Karen tries to get inside before kicking his door. Let's have a look.
So much.
You cannot do that.
This party is illegal.
It is not.
It's illegal in
I'm having
Saratoga.
friends over.
That's bull.
And you're kicking my
That's
door. You're
bull. That's
crazy. Oh, nice. I'm going to sue you for the damages there, too.
This entitled Karen went into a convenience store and tried to get some cash out from the register, but they have a policy that unless you buy something from the store, you can't take cash out. This Karen was infuriated by this and refused to believe that they couldn't give her any money when she wasn't even a customer. This Karen then had a total meltdown where she was abusing the employees and just giving everybody a hard time and refusing to leave the store until she got her way. Let's have a look.
Because they don't want to get ripped off. They don't want to get ripped off. What are you talking about?
That's it. Go ahead.
I'm getting this here. I'm calling the corporate office right now. What are you guys doing? You can't do that. You cannot do that. I'm telling you something and now you're getting mad. What is your name? What is your name? Because now you're me off. As a person, you're me off. No, I'm trying. I need to go give a tip to somebody and I'm trying to get cashback, and now you're giving me a problem. No, what? What? Because I'm telling you that you can't rip off people, and now you're getting mad at me, and now you're not even letting me get the tip money for the lady. What is your problem? No, you have a problem. I want to know what your problem is. I literally came in here to get cash. You're telling me that you're going to do something completely different from what all the other 7-Elevens are doing, and now you're telling me I can't even get service. I am so calling on you.
Thank you. Please.
You know,
please. Thank you.
This angry driver pulled over to confront some people who were on their one-wheel skateboards and riding around the street. He was infuriated that they were on the streets with these boards and decided to get confrontational with them when he got in their faces and started screaming at them. It was then that another bystander actually intervened and stated that he can't be angry at other people when he's the one who's dangerously driving and not looking at the road while he's abusing people. Let's have a look.
Hey, listen, it's dangerous as hell doing that.
All right. Be more careful, but you've got to be a little more calm, sir. Nobody's ever
put up with that all day long. Just people on one wheels harassing you?
You don't get to zip down the road backwards like that and yell at them. Just like
right?
Yeah. Zip down the road backward like a
Man, you guys.
Get out of here, old man.
You guys nailed it. Uh-oh.
What do you do?
Really, Mouth?
Get out of here.
What'd you just say?
I said off.
You piece of
Dude, are you kidding me? That's assault.
Good, call the cops.
Call the cops, please. Call the police. Call the police. 6 you.
Okay, so this lady was parked on somebody's driveway waiting for something when the owner of the driveway came out and harassed her. He was very upset that she was parked in his spot and demanded an apology, which he wasn't gonna get. Although this lady was willing to move her car and tried to in front of him, he wouldn't allow her to leave until she had apologized and admitted any wrongdoing. Let's have a look.
You can't give a simple apology. You can't apologize. One thing. You can't apologize. You have to try and be...
Hey, move your car now.
I just asked for an apology for parking in...
Apologizing.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Move your car. Mate, move your car.
Oh, well, if you just say sorry for parking in your
I'm
pub...
not saying sorry to you. You're trying to intimidate me. Move your car.
I'm asking you not to park in...
Move your car.
I'm asking you not to park in my parking
Move
space.
your car.
I will move my car when you just say sorry for parking in your parking space.
Sorry to you. Move your car now.
Okay.
I'll ring the police.
Okay, so this Karen is a traffic lady, and basically she saw a kid jaywalking and decided to run over and confront him. This lady started lecturing the kids and told them that she would call the authorities as it's illegal, and she was trying to enforce real life laws, even though she's just a traffic lady and has no authority to do so. But she sounded like she was really on a power trip and wanted to abuse her authority to these kids.
This lady just started yelling at this kid because he didn't take the crosswalk.
Hold up. I need to know who came across that crosswalk right there.
Bro, I'm walking home. We went on the crosswalk.
Okay, listen to me. Yeah. I'm telling you right now. This is not my choice. This is not my choice. The police department. You know, police officers.
Yes.
If you came from that way, you're fine. Go. But I'm going to tell you something.
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Okay, so this Karen went to this drive-thru and tried to order some ranch and was overcharged by a couple of cents. That's because the gentleman serving her had miscalculated how much the ranch was and profusely apologized for the mishap. This Karen refused to take his apology though and sat there abusing and belittling him for several minutes and even going as far as to try to get him fired over a couple of cents. Let's have a look.
Because you told me 20 cents a piece and I told you that I always pay 11 cents. I've never paid 20 cents for ranch.
You're right, ma'am. I was wrong. It's $1.62
okay.
altogether.
You said that's not your manager?
I am the manager of this shop.
Okay, I'll just, What's the store manager's name? So I'm gonna call in the morning. I mean, you were completely rude to me. Yeah, the customer is always right. And if I told you that I never pay 20 cents for ranch, then that's what it was. I don't pay 20 cents for ranch. You sat here and argued with me and told me that no, ma'am, it's 20 cents. It's 20 cents.
Yes, you're right. I was wrong.
But sir, if you're a manager, you should have known that in the first place. How much you're
mistaken.
And then you can go wash your hands. You just killed a bug and you're working in a restaurant, so you can go wash your hands and then give me my ranch, or you can have the gentleman in the back give me the ranch. I'm literally recording this. You have no idea. Like, this is gonna go to your corporate manager. This is literally gonna go to the corporate. I might even put this on Facebook. Seriously, dude. This is the Jack in the Box on. You guys just witnessed. This is the Jack in the Box on Spencer.
54 cents.
I don't. You didn't wash. Are you being serious right now? What is? And you can lie about your name because it's being recorded. But what is your name?
Okay, so this gas company were doing some work on the road, and for this reason, part of the road was closed off for safety reasons. This Karen found this incredibly inconvenient for her and decided to get out of her car and confront them. This Karen started screaming at all of them, claiming that they're not even doing any work and they have no right to shut the road down like this, inconveniencing her. Let's have a look.
Is that your company? Why? Is this your, what are you doing? Why are all these cones here? What is so important going on here that you gotta hold all these people up? For what? You're on your phone, you're on your phone, and you stand there like a fat doing nothing. Nothing.
You got issues, man.
You have issues.
You got issues.
Why don't you find a real job?
Ma'am, we're for the, we work.
You can move these cones too.
Yeah, but we're dealing with gas,
You can put your
man.
phone down because you know what? You don't do anything anyway. You're a waste of life.
Ma'am, we're working with the gas. We're fine. I mean,
Oh,
ma'am.
are they okay?
Ma'am, we're working with gas. We're dealing with gas.
Are you okay?
It's in a.
Is everybody okay while you smoke your
Hey,
cigarette?
call Julio, fool.
Okay, so this Karen was caught and exposed by a completely random stranger for hitting somebody else's car. This lady claims that it wasn't her until it was paint matched and confirmed that it was, and that's when she said that it wasn't a big deal, and she doesn't see why people should be upset that she hit someone else's car. This Karen then went on to blame literally everybody but herself for hitting a parked car when it was only her fault. Let's have a look.
You don't want to leave an accident.
You don't.
That's a hit and run.
There's no accident.
It's back here, there is damage on the wheel wall.
Where?
That's the part that's more.
Oh my goodness. Call the cops on me and have them chase me down. Make sure you get my here. Alright. It's a 97 Grand Marquis.
Okay.
Stock number 6X7 36078.
That'd be a hit and run if you
Or you could just take a picture
leave.
with your fancy phone. Or you could spit on your car.
If you leave, that's a hit and run. I don't think you want to leave. That's a hit and run.
What is it?
A hit and run. A hit and run.
A hit and run. I'm not hitting and running. I'm hitting and I'm checking this, and there's wrong with this.
But you.
Is there? I'm sorry, I don't want to bring you in this, but
I mean, you're not staying.
Okay, so this Karen is a neighbor from hell because she came out and confronted a family across the street about keeping cars on their property that aren't from America. This Karen then goes on a very offensive tirade about all of the problems they have with them and their nationality, and states all of the problems she has with foreign cars, among her very offensive other point of views. Let's have a look.
Go back to your country. We don't want all your cars here in America. We don't want you.
What did we do to you? We didn't do nothing.
You park all those cars and you race it.
Do you see any car right here on your
No.
side? Do you see them?
No.
Stop being so. That's not being nice.
Do you look
You-
like you're not
you-
black? You're not.
You're right. Yeah. You don't even know. Exactly.
I just hate all those people at the border that walked here from Honduras.
Thank you.
You need to go back to your country.
Thank you so much.
America doesn't want you.
Thank you so much.
America doesn't want you.
Sure about that? You are the only one who's
America
getting mad right here.
doesn't want you.
You are the only one who's getting mad right here. And you ain't gonna be calling my mom like that. You ain't gonna be talking
Who
to her
are
like
you?
that. I'm her daughter. And you ain't gonna be talking to her like that. I'm telling you.
Okay, so this gentleman was waiting to check out when a lady cut in front of him and checked her items out instead. This gentleman was not happy about this though and confronted not just the lady who cut in front of him, but also the clerk who was checking out her items. But as this male Karen was in a big rush, he demanded that he be rung up immediately and that he cancel her items mid-transaction so that he would get priority. Let's have a look.
So look, I was standing here waiting to pay for this stuff.
Okay.
But listen, I was standing here waiting before she walked up.
Okay.
And she just walked right in front of me.
That's fine. I'll take care of you.
No, listen, but why are you taking her in front of me if I was here first?
You weren't in line.
No, I was in line. I was waiting before you. Listen, I was waiting in front.
Okay, I apologize. I didn't know.
No, listen, I'm in a hurry to go. Please, Joshua, listen.
Listen.
And you see me waiting there, and I talked to you before you even started any of this transaction.
I've got the transaction.
Joshua.
I'm just gonna.
But can you please?
I can't. I've already started.
But I already asked you before you started. I already asked you before you started, Joshua.
Hey man.
But why would you do that?
Okay, so this Karen went into this store 1 minute before closing time only to find that the store was closed already. The reason being is that it takes a few minutes to close up the store, so they close at 4:58 and this Karen arrived at 4:59. Now this Karen demanded that they reopen the store or admit that they are in the wrong for being closed. Let's have a look at what he has to say.
My name's Austin.
Austin?
Yeah.
I talked to Austin, and Austin would not let me in the gate, and I was here at 3:58.
Okay.
And the gate closes at 4.
Well, we close at 4. I actually closed the gate at 3:59.
Okay, I was still a minute early.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure we had the facts straight.
Well, then why didn't you let me in at 3:58?
You weren't here.
Well,
I closed the gates.
The clock, the radio said 3:58 when I pulled up.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe your clock might not be 100% accurate, but I had closed the gates at 58. I was doing some other stuff, helping her, and there was no one here yet. And so it's after 4 now, so...
Well, I'm sticking with my story.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, still, we close the gates at 58 every day. You talk to him, he'll tell you the same thing. We close at 3:58 because everyone's supposed to be out of here at 4.
Then why does the sign say 4 o'clock?
Because that's when everyone needs to leave.
Well, if you let somebody in at 3:58, then there's no way that you're going to get out at 4 o'clock.
Well, that's one of the problems, and I was just gonna get her finished up.
That's the problem with any business.
Uh-huh.
When you close, there's still people in the store.
Uh-huh. And so the people who are here, I help them, get them finished.
Thanks for watching guys, and if you want to see more episodes like this, please subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on.